In step 3, your objective is to activate the LED by pushing both push button 1 and push button 2 simultaneously. If push button 1 or push button 2 is pushed individually, the LED will not turn on. This is called a safety circuit. Before you begin, let's take a closer look at the push buttons. You can see here that push button 1 and push button 2 are connected in series, meaning that one will not work without the other to light up the LED. In the previous step, you connected the push buttons in parallel. In this step, you will connect the push buttons end to end in series. Open your workbook to activity 3.1. For this step, the symbols are exactly the same as in activity 2.1. Their placement, however, will be different. You will also notice that in this step, the power symbol will need to be drawn as well. Pause the video now and begin. The diagram in activity 3.1 is similar to the previous step, activity 2.1. However, the connection of the push buttons are slightly different. Here you can see the completed diagram. By moving the second push button in series after the first push button, you can only activate the LED by pushing both push buttons at the same time. Open your workbook to activity 3.2. For this step, you will use the diagram in activity 3.1 to help you draw the wiring diagram for activity 3.2. Pause the video now and begin. Just as with activity 3.1, by moving push button 2 in series with push button 1, as shown in the highlights, you can change the circuit from an OR circuit to an AND circuit. For activity 3.3, you will use your previous diagrams from activity 3.1 and 3.2 to physically wire the circuit board. Pause the video now and begin. How did you do? This is how the board should look when wired. Power will flow from the power source to push button 1. Only when push button 1 is pressed and held will power flow to push button 2. When both push buttons are pressed, the LED will light up. Congratulations! You have just completed step 3.